What's up, you guys? This is your breaking news, stimulus check update and stimulus package update. And this could be setting a precedent for more stimulus executive orders to come. We are going to be seeing as a lot of people are waiting for Social Security increased stimulus checks and child tax credits, and if they can't get the legislators to agree, it might have to come through executive actions. Take a look at this article that came out. Former President Donald Trump's $300 weekly unemployment benefits extended to 6 weeks, and it says unemployed U.S. workers who are banking on an extra $300 in federal jobless aid will now receive up to 6 weeks of benefits, double the 3 weeks initially guaranteed by FEMA, the government agency overseeing the relief said now, shortly after former President Donald Trump signed an executive order, so issuing this out by executive order by himself without Congress last month authorizing the aid. FEMA said it was initially planning to provide 3 weeks of benefits. So almost 2 years ago, former President Donald Trump issued executive actions to send out more stimulus. But he did not issue new funds. He simply took existing funds, repurposed them, reallocated them to the new LW program, and sent out federal unemployment benefits. So it totally can be done. But it has to be done in the right way. Now, was the student loan debt forgiveness issued in the right way? I'm not so sure. We are going to have to see, because what we are hearing is Miguel Coronado, an education secretary for the White House, had said we need to pull from existing American Rescue Plan funds, and I'm not sure if that was actually done or if they are trying to issue out new funds to forgive and wipe out this debt, essentially giving student loan debt borrowers a $10,000 stimulus check. If that is the case, and this is the issuance of new funds, that definitely could become an issue and could get overruled in court. Now, I've got an article here. Ilhan Omar blasts Ted Cruz over GOP plan to give student debt relief. It says Representative Ilhan Omar on Tuesday called Republican Senator Ted Cruz a miserable little weasel for actively seeking out ways to get the Supreme Court to block President Joe Biden's plan to cancel $10,000 in student loan debt for most federal borrowers. The Texas Republican is one of many GOP officials exploring a potential legal challenge to Biden's student debt relief plan, which is popular with voters, including those without debt and those who have paid off their debts, and could benefit more than 40 million borrowers across the U.S. What a miserable little weasel. No wonder they call him Lucifer in the flesh. Omar tweeted in response to news that Cruz and a litigator have been discussing tactics to get the debt relief plan before the Supreme Court, which is packed with Republican appointees. Fortunately, student debt cancellation is legally sound and should withstand legal scrutiny, Omar argued. Set your alerts for the application in October if you qualify for relief, and file before the end of December. So Omar is saying full speed ahead, but I've heard a lot of people actually vocalize the opposite, saying they do not approve of student loan debt forgiveness, saying this is going to cost us about $300 billion, potentially in new spending. And if that is the case, that's how much the first stimulus check of $1,200 was $300 billion. And they are saying, why just send it out to student loan debt borrowers? Send it out to everybody that's hurting at this time. Now also, we've heard that it could be as much as more than double that 600. We've heard 800 or almost $1 trillion that this could cost over the course of like 10 years or something like that. The Washington Post Jeff Stan reported Tuesday that Cruz, who has falsely criticized debt cancellation as an attack on the working class. says a top Supreme Court litigator told him that the best potential plaintiff for establishing standing to overturn Biden's student debt plan could be a student loan processor. So they want to bring this up to the Supreme Court, but they got to make sure that they do it with the correct strategy, with the correct plaintiff, and that they have the correct complaint for this to be overruled. Additionally, Stan noted that Cruz predicted the Supreme Court would support technically debt relief by a vote of 6-3, an outcome that even some supporters of debt cancellation have warned is possible given questions about the legal justification that the administration chose as well as the right-wing bent of the US Supreme Court. So acknowledging this had to be done the right way, and Supreme Court leans mostly to the right now. Since Biden announced his debt cancellation plan last month, Republican lawmakers, GOP attorneys general, and debt money groups has been searching for plaintiffs with legal standing to sue the administration, a difficult task because the challenger could have to demonstrate harm from the executive action. As Inside Higher Ed noticed Tuesday, student loan services could say they are losing out on revenue if Biden's plan is implemented, but so far, no loan services have indicated that they are interested in a legal challenge. So right now, that is the difficulty they are having, is finding the right person, but they said they are strategizing, they are getting everything set up, and we will see if they find the right person, the right strategy. And if they do, this is going to be going to court, and we will find out if it was done legally or not. Well, as Indiana Olmer said in October, get ready to apply for $10,000 of student loan debt relief and up to $20,000. And if you have a Pell Grant, we will see what other stimulus provisions could be rolling out as well, as we've heard progressives have a laundry list of them ready. And they want to roll them out right before the midterm elections, so it's fresh in the minds of voters right before they hit the polls. So there you have it, guys. That is the list that's coming out on this. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.